All right, go.
Breathe.
Still breathing.
The Hager Hey podcast, final 15.
Woo.
Twitter CEO, I don't know his name, gave Colin Kaepernick and his Know Your Rights organization $3 million.
Yeah.
It's an organization to educate our youth and participants, people who just want to be educated on police brutality and how we can grow as a better people, a better community. Just this week, watching so many people taking a knee, police officers taking a knee. And I was like,
now you know what he
wasn't this what Colin Kaepernick was trying to say? Wasn't this what he was trying to do? Wasn't this the very thing that he was trying to get people to talk about?
Yes.
And then, and I know he's apologized, and I've never been a fan, I don't even know who he is, but Drew Brees from the Saints,
quarterback,
he attached the kneeling to the flag. It has absolutely nothing to do with it. You knew this. It's been in discussion. The NFL and the commissioner, they talked about this. Jay-Z got on board, and come on, you're still talking about this, bro? I can't respect anyone that doesn't respect the flag. This don't have nothing to do with the damn flag.
Yeah, and got to do with the flag.
Or the military.
Drew just brought out his true colors.
And then gonna make that.
What do you call him? Oh crap! I forget. He called him something.
Who?
Ed Reed. He had a lot of his colleagues, a lot of his player brothers, they chimed in. But do you think that I feel that America owes Colin Kaepernick an apology?
Well, yeah, they do. But who is America? So when we say that America owes him an apology, well, let's just start.
People that criticized him.
Right. Let's just start with the league, the NFL. They owe him a big apology. A big paycheck.
They did give him a paycheck.
Much more than that. They owe him. The fans, the people that sat there and said, boo, 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 are probably some of the people that are marching now because they're woke. There's an apology that needs to be had. Drew Brees. And I think when Drew, what he said about Colin, I think some of that might be fear because he's a quarterback and so was Colin. And so when Colin comes back, he can whoop his behind. So now you're afraid that he comes back. You're threatened by the fact that he has probably more playing time in him than you do. You say this thing because you bring up the flag when you knew from the beginning it wasn't the flag.
Had nothing
to do with the flag. And everybody knows that football is a team sport and they call themselves a band of brothers. But Drew, you stepped out outside of your brothers who are brothers and said that. Yeah, Drew.
You don't want to do that. They're the ones that's protecting you from being sacked.
Right. So, I tell you what, that ball coming to Drew now, I'll be like, well, I'm sorry. I ain't see that.
The Matrix.
I do the Matrix on him. Yeah. I'm matrixing on him. Sorry.
Like,
sorry.
Wait a minute. I agree, LaShawn. Like you said, who in America? Because there's still some people that are stubborn, like the people who scream "All Lives Matter" and don't understand why protests and things like that. Who do we define in America that owes Colin Kaepernick an apology?
Is he even asking for one? He's not even asking for one.
I don't think he is, but I think he's sitting there like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, this is why I did what I did.
Yeah.
And the NFL, definitely, they should come out. I'm surprised they haven't came out with a statement yet. They're probably over it, but them for sure, they are the first people to come out and say something to Colin Kaepernick, and they need to be the first ones to, make a statement about the whole Black Lives Matter movement, everything, but they're probably not. Those reporters, who talked down on him, made it seem like he was the most awfulest thing in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Put a knee down, you know what I'm saying? Like
during the national anthem.
Right. Think about it. seriously, and I think, like you said, LaShawn, I think the people who didn't understand it and was against Colin for kneeling is now out there protesting stuff with it because they understand. I think so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
because you have to associate something to it. You have to associate. They had to associate the flag to what this man was saying. There had to be something tangible because they couldn't understand Black lives.
It was the national anthem.
Right.
They connected the national anthem with the flag. And being that he took the knee during the national anthem, you took a protest against what symbolizes as our country 'tis of thee. This is our country. People have fought for your freedom and trust. They didn't, but you know what I mean? Not in that same light.
You know,
that's why they associate his protest, his kneeling, as a disrespect towards the flag because it was done during the national anthem.
Right. So they had to have something. Never looked into the deeper meaning of it. You know, okay, well, it's the flag. Well, because it starts more controversy when you say it's the flag. You can't say because Black lives didn't matter to these people. So you can't say this man kneeled for Black lives.
Right.
You're going to say, oh, he did it during the flag. That was the whole thing that got started. Now, I always pray for Colin because it's kind of it'll hurt your heart that you stood for something and people are still dying for something you stood for. He lost his job. How many of us are really going to go? And he lost way more than I can think of making this year. Period. You know, I would love that. And he sacrificed and still people are dying. Mm-hmm. And that has to hurt your heart. That really has to hurt your heart to do that. Yep. Right. Death threats, the whole deal. He went through so much.
Still stood for what he believed in. That's why we're all, you know, I was never into football, things like that, but you know.
I pray for him because that means.
You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't
have to play anymore, but I think that he'll always
it
go
wasn't
down
about the game.
As far as African American history, as a pioneer, as a civil rights leader.
We were at it's funny you said that, probably about a couple months ago. It was for Black History Month. My godson had a play, and all of the kids had portrayed African American leaders like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and things like that. And one of the boys was Colin Kaepernick, and I just was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, he's already coming down in the history books. You know, like this is for real. This is serious. And he made history. He made, he took a stand. He kneeled. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, representing a national anthem, that does not, and you're still brutality. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
And I don't even really think it was even about the national anthem. Mm-hmm. I mean, I totally is not even about that. It was just the perfect timing of it. Yeah, it was the perfect timing of it because no one would have paid attention if he would have took the stand while the game was going because they said he's tired.
Yeah.
But it was the perfect timing of that particular song. It could have been anything else. If he would have did it during the Star Spangled Banner, they would have had. It was the timing of that he did it. And I don't even think he was, I think he was thinking about the words and the lyrics of the song, but the timing of that was perfect. But I applaud that young man because when you see young people, you see, ain't nobody giving up their job. I mean, my father told me, when I used to work at this store that's been gone far more, he said, when I told him I was leaving it for another job, he said, stay there because you can get a pension. Don't leave that job. You can get a pension. This man walked away from millions for his people. Mm-hmm. It's just like a modern day Moses. Let my people.
I heard him. And he's still doing things. He's still moving. He's still. People are still talking about him, and I think that he definitely needs an apology. And he probably won't. We might as well wait for. He's gonna wait for that, like we waiting for reparations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ain't getting no 48 acres and a mule. But I want him to know if he listened to this podcast, I appreciate him.
Absolutely, we love
you. Thank you, Cap. I appreciate you, Cap. That needs to be it. Nike needs to do. Thank you, Cap.
Yeah. I tell you what, that's a shirt to be made. I'm not going to buy his jersey. I'm not buying his jersey because he doesn't get the money. I mean, that's a different thing for the jersey. I mean, whoever gets a jersey, but something that signifies him and what he did, I'm with that. I'm with that.
All right. Well, we had a good show. This was good.
This was very good.
This was good. So I know once people are done, they're gonna want to hear more. Right, Jerry?
Yes,
they're gonna be like, oh my God, this is the best podcast ever.
That's right.
All my life. Oh my God. Oh, before we get out, real quick, did you hear about Amanda Seales?
Yeah, she's not renewing
her contract. Did I say that she wasn't gonna last on the Real?
I think you did a while ago.
I did. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was okay.
Did she? Oh, why? Because is the Real not being real?
She was too real for the Real.
Maybe she was too real for the Real.
Comments, I believe so. She is the realest one on there. She's going to stand her ground. She says it's on her mind. I love Amanda Seales, and that show is being run by white people. They don't like strong opinions.
Why would you make the decision to put the realest black chick
for ratings,
other than Angela Rye? Why would you put her on, knowing and try and shut her up?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any sense. So I think it was a ratings thing, and it probably did work. And you'll see what happens after she leaves. Since she didn't renew.
It would do well. It would do well.
They come on so late. I don't know what time they come on in other cities, but here, if anything's after like 10:30, I'm not watching it.
I look at the
highlights. Sorry, I didn't watch her.
I ain't paying attention.
I did see a couple of shows, like a clip or something, that like maybe she made statements, and there might have been a clip or something on YouTube.
Right.
And I did appreciate, her dialogue. I mean, everything that she did on the show, I thought it was pretty cool. But that show plays it safe. They play it very safe. With even who they bring on and what they say, they're very safe with it, and they keep it very fun and light.
Yeah,
so that people, So some shows aren't willing.
No, if we're gonna be real, let's be real. It's called The Real, right?
That's what I thought.
Yes.
All right, Jerry.
Change.
People are so excited to hear our show. They want to hear more. How can we give them more?
So, of course, if you want to come and listen to more of the Hey Girl Hey podcast, we are on multiple platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Live 365, TuneIn, Anchor FM, SoundCloud, and UrbanMediaToday.com.
And you can find us and follow us on Instagram at Hey Girl Hey Podcast 2018 or on Facebook at the Hey Girl Hey Podcast, or Twitter at Girl Hey, 2018. Or you can call us at 412-709-6130. Or wait a minute, one more thing. You can email us at the Hey Girl Hey Podcast at gmail.com.
Not at gmail.com.
It's at Gmail. At Gmail.
They got a Gmail, girl.
They got a Gmail account. That's for everybody. Everybody got a Gmail.
AOL, girl.
Yeah. I still got an AOL. Like, hit me up on my AOL, y'all.
All right, that's it.
Plug in my phone so I can transmit through.
I'm your radio chick, Kiki Brown.
And I am the chatter chick, LaShawn.
With the AOL.
With the AOL account.
Your millennial chick, Jerry Tipton.
It's the Hey Girl Hey Podcast on Urban Media Today.
Thank you.